So I recently stumbled upon something super exciting. Check this out. I've got a bag here filled with vintage McDonald's toys. And guess what? They're still sealed. These toys date back as far as the late 20th century. It's like stepping back into the 90s and my childhood. That is definitely dating myself. Anyways, in today's video, we're going to do a little detective work to find out if any of these toys are worth selling on eBay. You are definitely going to want to stay until the end because I'm going to do the expected and save the best find for last. So let's get to researching and see how much profit we can pull out of these 2-decade-old sealed McDonald's toys. First up, we have this sitting duck. Looks pretty cute, right? Let's dig in. So one of the best ways to find out exactly what you have is using Google Lens, especially when you're working with a product that you're not familiar with, such as this sitting duck, because this is a product that I have never seen before. I'll snap a quick picture of this duck and let's see what we find. And boom. Looks like this guy is called peluche sitting ducks. Pretty cool, right? I definitely love using this Google Lens feature, not just for selling on eBay, but throughout my entire day, really. If there's anything that I come across, sometimes I'll be gardening and I'll find a flower that I don't know. Take a picture with your Google Lens. It is great for really anything. But now that I know what it's called, let's head over to the eBay app and check it out. Now here's the fun part. I'm going to search for this duck on eBay, but to really figure out if it's worth something, you can't just look at the listed prices. What you want to do is dive into the filters. Specifically, we want to apply the sold and completed results. This is going to show us the listings that actually sold, because it doesn't really matter what's listed on eBay, it matters what's sold. So there could be 20 listings for this, but if 0 of them sold, that tells us that customers are not searching for this product, they're not buying this product, so we really don't need to list it here. There are practically no listings for this duck right now, and 0 of these have sold on eBay ever. So why is this important? Well, this tells me a few things. First, if there's no history of sales, it could mean there's no real demand for this item, like I just mentioned. But on the other hand, it could mean I've got something of true value. I'd have to rely on other platforms or test the waters by listing it myself, but unfortunately, I don't really think that's the case with this toy. Next up, Betty Spaghetti. This is the Heidi doll, and it is from 2003. We have one here that sold on August 4th for $7.85, but free shipping. So that really isn't much profit, but it's something if it does sell. I'd think maybe the shipping would be about $2 to $3 because this is a very light product. So maybe $5 worth of profit, not great, but better than our sitting duck here. So far, our piggy bank is at about $5. However, we do have several toys left, so hopefully there is some true profit here in this bag, because $0 to $5 a piece is just not going to cut it. Next up, this Fisher-Price bus, circa 2003. Maybe $6 to $8 here, but let's check the sold listings. This one here doesn't look like the right one, but actually, I think it might be because that's the front of the bus driver's face. Okay, so we have one that sold here, and then we have another one with the kids in the window, so the side view that sold on August 4th for $7.85. If we're lucky and it sells, maybe another $5 net profit. I've just been pulling out random toys at a time, but I definitely need to dump these out to see if I can increase any value here by forming lots of similar brands or series together, because that kind of seems like a common thing that I'm seeing in the sold items. Okay, I was able to find for Fisher-Price 2 of these buses, plus this cute little monkey in a purple car and a green hat. So let's see if a lot of 3 for these Fisher-Price toys has any increased value from just listing them separately. There are quite a few here, but let's see what has actually sold. My view now is searching from a desktop, so to get to the sold products, we can go to the top right and click Advanced, and then Sold. I can see one that sold on August 1st of this year for $5.50, which is not good. But that's just for the monkey alone. And as far as a lot goes, I'm actually pretty disappointed, to be honest. I really thought Fisher-Price would be a lot hotter of a commodity. I do see one single bust that sold on August 4th for that $7.85, but they had to cover the shipping and fees. So there really isn't a lot here that has sold for this brand. Let's move on to these brats. Circa 2002, I have the Cutting Edge Cool Sasha and the Funky Fashion Fever Chloe. Good news is there seems to be recent dolls selling that are similar, but they're certainly not going to make us rich. And here are Red Hat Chloe that sold last month for $7.99. I wonder if I put both of them together similar to this style of lot here, if I could get more value for them. I could definitely then afford to cover the shipping because that will increase my profit about $3 to $4 since I could then ship them both together, pay shipping once rather than to pay shipping on this one and then to pay shipping on this one. Combine it, boom, that's an extra $3 to $4 in profit. Plus, customers are much more likely to want to purchase my product if I offer free shipping. So I'm going to list these two together with a list price of around $17. Next up, a 2002 BattleBots. All right, they're listed for about $7 to $12. However, the only one I see that has sold went for $3.49. On the plus side, the buyer did pay for their own shipping, so maybe we can squeeze about $3 or so out of this one for profit. Hey, that's 3 cups of coffee at McDonald's. And before you tell me it's not, I am the queen of saving money and I always use the app and I get the 99-cent large hot or iced coffee whenever I decide to splurge on myself and treat myself to a coffee out. So $3 is $3. And I look at that as 3 coffees and that makes me happy. We're trying to be a glass half full rather than half empty because I'll admit I thought these toys were going to go for quite a bit more. But that's okay. We're still happy with what we got. Beggars can't be choosers. Let's move on to this 4-piece Pinocchio lot from 2002. We have Cricket, Pinocchio, Geppetto, Cat, and Medoro. Maybe we'll finally get lucky here because we have a really nice set. It's not a complete set, but a 4-piece collection, it's gotta be worth something, right? Medoro here sold last month for the very first time on eBay for a whopping 99 cents. Cricket has a lot of eBay listings, currently ranging from about $5 to $10. However, there is no history of it ever selling. Cat here is similar to Cricket. I can see quite a few listings for him, but they range from about $1 to $5. And a whopping 0 of them has previously sold. Our last hope here, Geppetto. And that is a no. Similar to the other characters, the listings are around maybe $5 and 0 past sales. Let's check the potential of selling them as a lot, but I'll be honest, I am not that hopeful about this based on the individual performance of each of them. But hey, you never know. Crazier things have sold on eBay. But unfortunately, I can see a very similar lot to the one that I have here, and it's only listed for $4.99 with, guess how many lots sold in the past? Probably got it right, 0. Well, this definitely is a big letdown and 0 profit overall that we can figure into our piggy bank. So next, one of my childhood favorites, Doug. Let's see if this fancy little Doug in a blue suit can turn our profits around and maybe we'll make more than $5 on this one. What do you know? $5, that's it. Wow, this lot here, I definitely would have paid that price for. This just seems way too cheap. I think these are way underpriced, but clearly that's just me. I can't even believe it. A complete sealed set, complete. And it only sold for $22. I wasn't expecting this either. Okay, this next one has got to be worth something. A 1999 Barbie, and this one is Sleeping Beauty. There she is, right? I mean, it's Barbie, and it's from before the 2000s, so. And she even has a pillow and everything. How cute. Seriously, these are going for next to nothing. But, oh, wait, check this out. We have just the pillow here listed for a whopping 99 cents. Yeah, that's not worth the hassle of even listing it, but I do have this Barbie light up necklace here that on its own, it's not going for anything. It is the Barbie light up necklace toy. Okay, that makes sense. So maybe if I put these together, that will increase the value and maybe somebody will want to buy it. $5. 2004, My Scene Noli Beach Party. We have one here for $11.99 and another for $6.99. Well, so far, this one definitely has the most potential, which is pretty sad. We do have one that sold on July 31st for $10, so I guess it's something, especially considering we really haven't gotten lucky yet today. So we still have a bit of hope left. And I've saved the best for last. I am really excited to check these last toys out. I have 3 different electronic games. Sega Sonic action game, Serena and Venus Williams tennis, and this is the one I am most excited about. This is Sega Sonic the Hedgehog Shadow Hockey electronic game, but it is a blind bag. If a silver toy is in this bag, you win. Many will play, only 2,500 will win. Suspense is killing me. Like, I wanna open this up so bad to see if it's a silver toy. There's literally like a small little tear in it. I can hardly see it. I wonder if I like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I get it over the lights here. Okay, honestly, like, I think I saw silver. I think I did. It's taking like every ounce of self-control to just not. But first, I obviously have to see if it's profitable. No purchase necessary. This game begins on December 3rd and it ends on December 31st, 20 years ago, in the year 2004. So sadly, even if it is the silver toy, I wonder if McDonald's would go good on it, you know? How funny would that be? I bring it in to the register and I'm like, hey, got a silver one, here to collect my prize. Okay, let's check it out because if it's not worth anything, I'm gonna rip this bad boy open. But obviously, I would rather it be worth something. So let's see. First one, the Sega Sonic action game. We have some that have recently sold for $11.99. So yeah, I guess this is the best one yet, but I was hoping for maybe another place value on that. ESPN tennis. Oh my gosh, all of these are completed. So the listings are done, but they were all bidding listings and all of them received 0 bids. I can honestly say I did not expect that. I guess I won't be listing it as a bidding listing and maybe I'll just throw it in with the other electronic game to increase the value for the customer since clearly on its own, it's not worth anything. I mean, this one's worth a little bit, but I could list it for a little higher having this with it. And last but not least, this is a bit of a letdown. I mean, I think my best bet here is to put all 3 of these electronic games together into a bundle for maybe $15 to $20 for a list price. I was thinking that they would easily go for that a piece, but I guess what do I know about old McDonald's toys? Honestly, that's just not even worth it for me. I'm gonna have to open this. But first, the only 2 things that I have left is That's So Raven Crystal Ristal Ball, but it's worthless on eBay, so same here for this Polly Pocket, and this actually became opened. So we have the doll here still that's sealed, and her little jetpack with it, jet ski. Honestly, they don't make McDonald's toys like they used to. They're just so cheap now. Look at this, that is a cute toy. I remember those when I was little. It was definitely a flex to have those little Polly Pockets. They were tiny and you would like open the case up and they literally were like this big inside there. But those are the last 2 and they are just not worth anything on eBay. Overall, kind of was a letdown, but let's tally up anyways because these were free. I just stumbled upon them in my classroom. They were just left from who knows what teacher. Clearly it was from decades ago. And it was an exciting find. Plus, since we didn't pay anything, everything is straight profit. Because these are so small, there's really not going to be a lot for eBay fees, as well as shipping. The shipping should be really cheap, around like maybe $3-4 max for each of them. Then some of them I can bundle together, so that will increase value too. Really, we have the Betty Spaghetti, about $5, the Bus and Monkey, $10, Bratz Doll Bundle, $12, BattleBots, $3, Doug Funny, $5, Barbie Pillow and Light Up Bracelet, $5, My Scene Doll, $8, Electronic Games Bundle, $12, and if, that's a big if, all of these were to sell, That's going to be about a whopping estimated net profit of about $60. So while these may not have been the best sellers, I'll admit that the value of these 20-year-old sealed brand name Mickey D toys sell for much less than I thought. It was still an exciting find, and hey, $60 is $60, especially in today's economy. That could probably buy me a loaf of bread, a dozen eggs, and if I'm lucky, like a gallon of milk. All jokes aside, really, I do enjoy selling on eBay, and it's always like a treasure hunt because you never know what the value of things are going to go for. And by using this method of filtering to show the completed and the sold listings, you can quickly determine if your finds are worth anything and if customers are actually searching and buying these products. So that's it for my vintage haul. Less than $100, but hey, I had fun. I hope you had fun too. And if you're able to find some items that you want to list on eBay, now you know how to put in those filters to see if the products have actually sold. Thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. I'm here every single week, and I hope that you join me again. That's it for this one, and I'll catch you in the next video.